Hey everybody! So today I'm going to finally be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy, the Haslab Victory Saber set. Now, before we talk about the figure, I want to talk about the announcement. This was announced a couple days before it was officially announced. They teased a Let's Say Go live stream, which for those of you who don't know, Let's Say Go is Star Saber's catchphrase. I was like, are they making a Star Saber? What's going on here? Then on August 27th, which is my birthday, funny enough, they showed a whole live stream. They were doing not just Star Saber, but Victory Leo. It was going to be a Victory Saber set as a Haslab project. As soon as I was able to back that, I did, because I wasn't able to back Unicron, but Star Saber I wasn't missing out on. So, we have, finally, a mainline, because most people can't buy this, a Star Saber figure that fits in with the main line of Transformers, which we've never really had. The last Star Saber figure we got was the Masterpiece, and that felt incomplete because a Victory Leo never came out. So now we have a full Victory Saber set, and it's awesome. Here we have the front of the box. Here we got Victory Leo and Star Saber, like a wire shot of Victory Saber, Transformers Legacy, Generations, Transformers Victory, Victory Saber down there. Side of the box, you see, comes with Saber, Victory Leo, the Brain of Courage, Holly, and Fire. Back of the box, you got, the Victory Saber modes. Other side of the box. Top of the box says Victory Saber. All that stuff. I'm gonna show you the contents of it a little bit here. So, like I do with the Sword Ascension Project stuff, but the poster is really cool, and you see Star Saber, Victory Leo, Holly, Fire, and Death Saurus in the back. There are the blast effect pieces right there. That's the only time we're seeing these in these reviews because I don't use them. And the actual case is reversible. I'm not going to show that off because I don't have the space. But the case is reversible for those of you who care about that, which is pretty cool. There is my dog. So, I've been trying to figure out the best way to approach this video, and I think I know how I'm gonna do it. So, we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna start with the Micromasters, excuse me, because they're just kind of here. So, we got Fire and Holly, and they're really simple. They're painted very well, but they don't feel too great. I'm honest, they roll, and, how Fire can pull the top of the vehicle off, but special. Transform it, just push that in, open these up, and push that down, and there you go. Like, he's nothing crazy, he's nothing fun, he exists. And same with Holly. I mean, Holly's even worse because his legs keep falling off when you try to transform him. Maybe he's got a peg there. I guess you could plug him into something. I don't know. I never really collected any Micromasters, so there you go. I mean, they're cool as a little bonus, but they're not the highlight of the set, I can tell you that much. So, I mean, it's nice that they're there, but I wouldn't have been upset if these were taken out, you know what I mean? And they were a stretch goal, too. Like, they were the last tier unlock along with the shield, and I don't think anybody cared about these, really. So, next up, we're going to talk about Star Saber. So, here is Star Saber, and he looks great. His accessories are him, a shield, which was a tier unlock, and the gun. So, Star Saber looks awesome. He's basically a big Cybertronian jet, but he looks really cool. He's got no wheels in this mode, unfortunately. Not that I could find, because like the Masterpiece had these come out to make wheels. I'm not going to be comparing this to the Masterpiece, by the way. I'm not pulling the Masterpiece out and do a comparison shot. It's not something I do, but there you go. He looks great in this mode, though, for sure. There's one thing I do like, is that you could actually get these to point straight, which is really cool. You can, if you want to, take the shield, and you can plug the shield make sure it's this end. You can actually plug the shield in up here, which is cool. And you can take the gun and plug it in. Want to? I'm going to show more of that off later, but let's get little Saber out. Actually, before we do that, we're going to talk about the base mode, because he does have one, and it's one of those things, the thing you can do, but you know, we're going to pull that piece off. That's going to come up like that. Push these down. Pull this out. Fold the arms in. And you can either put the leg in like that or extend the leg out. I'm just going to extend the leg out. Plug that in right there. Flip this around like so. Do the same thing over here. Unclip that. Turn that around. Right, that. Close it up. Clip that into place. There you go. Take this and plug it in up here. Yeah. It's not really a cool thing. Like, you can sort of plug the shield in to these two clips right there. And it sort of helps, but if there's a mode in this I don't like, it's this. It's whatever. So I'll put that off to the side, and we'll talk about Saber. So we'll fold the wings out. Fold these out. And he looks awesome. He's little. He's very small, but he looks really nice in this mode. I do like it quite a bit. He has wheels down here. No, actually he doesn't. I'm a liar. He doesn't have any wheels. Kind of shocked by that. But anyway, we're going to open this up right here. Take out the Brain of Courage, who is very nicely detailed. He's about as well detailed as the Masterpiece one was, but he is tiny. He's smaller than a Titan Master. He's really small. Transform him. What we're going to do, fold these wings in, fold these wings in, pull this piece off, shift the arms up, and fold out the hands. Just separate all this. Open that piece up and turn that down. Fold that up. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Make sure it clips in. Fold that piece up. Fold out his little feeties. There you go. Open this piece up. Fold out the head. And the way his Brainmaster gimmick works is the head is actually on the back. So you have to flip the face up. And then the best way to do is to line it up like that and then just slide it in. There you go. Admittedly, I don't like how the Brainmaster gimmick works all that much. I actually prefer how the Masterpiece did it, where the head was, where the face was in the chest and slid up. But considering how much smaller this is, I get it. But Saber looks really nice in this mode. Articulation-wise, his head can do a full 360. He has an ab crunch, and he also has a waist turn if you use the ab crunch. Arms are on a full 360 because there's a ball joint there. Go out up there, turn at the bicep, single elbow joint. He has a wrist because it's on a ball joint. Arms, these are arms. Legs can go out. Legs can go forward. Can turn up here. Can bend at the knee, forward and back. He's got a little bit of an ankle pivot, and he's got a little bit of a toe. So he's got pretty solid articulation for a deluxe class figure. And he can hold his gun. It's a bit big, but, you know, it gets the job done. Now, let's get on to the main event when it comes to him, which is Star Saber. So, we'll take the base mode. Straighten out the legs. fold his feet out. Like so. Make sure all the wings are pointed in. Open this up. Open this piece up. Slide it out. Close it up and rotate out the hands. Do the same thing over here. I probably have to raise the camera because he does get pretty freaking tall. Pop off the head and put on the antenna that you popped off. Make sure everything's straightened out. Plug that in. Open this piece up, and he's all ready to go. So, take his gun, his hilt, the hilt of the sword out. Fold in the hands. Fold down the arms and shake the camera like a monster. Fold in the feet. Fold these pieces in. Use the waist swivel. Open these up and close them up. And I'll fold the legs in. All right, we got this cube-like guy here. Put this in. Clip that in. And then these pieces are actually going to slide into the slots on his legs, which will connect it, which will hold everything together quite solidly. Straighten out the antenna, push down the face, and plug Star Saber's head on. And there you go. You've got Star Saber, who looks awesome. We can actually take the sword out of his leg when you can get your giant man hands in there. Let's do that. Pull out the hilt. And you can plug it one of two ways. You can slide it in like this to be more toy accurate, or you can connect it like this to be more show accurate. I prefer this way myself. And it just goes into his hand. And it looks quite good. He does the Jetfire hand trick, where you open the hand and the slot goes away. That's pretty cool. And his leg, articulation-wise, let's talk about that. His legs can go forward, can go back, but it stops right there because that skirt doesn't move, but that's okay. He's got a knee, he's got a tiny ankle pivot. He doesn't have a big ankle pivot for some reason, I don't know why. His legs can go in and out. Does he have an ab crunch? He does have an ab crunch. Very nice. Turn at the waist. His shoulders do not go in and out up here. It's weird, but he has in and out there. It's very strange. But the arms can disconnect there and there to give him an insane butterfly joint. He has a double elbow. Admittedly, his arms are huge, but he does have a double elbow joint. His wrist can turn. His hands can open and close. His head can turn slightly, and his head can look up and down. So he's got quite a nice range of articulation. And he looks awesome. He looks great. I've always loved Star Saber's design, and this figure's no exception. He can hold the shield. And I mean, he has the gun, but I don't like Star Saber with the gun, so I just kind of put this on the back and be done with it. There you go. Now let's talk about Victory Leo, who I'm glad they made into a figure. Victory Leo hasn't had a really high-end figure ever, not counting third-party stuff. So it's nice that we have a representation of Victory Leo. And he looks awesome. Thing I forgot to do is his mane has to go out. But Victory Leo was always a little more of a derpy design than Star Saber, but he's cool. He's got cannons. The set does come with stickers to plug in to put on the wings right here, because this is unpaintable plastic. So to compensate, they gave you stickers, which is better than nothing. But there is that. So to transform him, we're going to take off the V-Lock cannon, which was a tier unlock. For some reason, the V-Lock cannon was a tier unlock, but whatever. Fold this piece up. We're going to separate the legs and turn the lion legs around. Make sure his paw's clipped in. Unclip. Come on, unclip back there. Slide out the legs. Fold all that in. Fold out his feet. Rotate the paws in to make his hands. Push in the mane, close his mouth up. Push these out, fold this black tab up. And there we have Victory Leo in his robot mode. And he looks pretty cool. He doesn't quite look as cool as Star Saber, but also never really has. So, there is that. His head, full 360. Nothing at the waist. We'll get to why in a minute. His wings can move back, which will give his arms a full 360. Turn the bicep. Pretty big elbow joint. Legs can go forward. And they can go back. Go in and out. He's got a knee. And he has pretty big toe. So, he's got solid articulation. You can take the his guns. I forgot what they're called. And plug them onto his arms. If you want to. Which is pretty nice. I typically leave them on his back, but you can do that if you want to. And the V-Lock cannon can connect to him in two ways. So, you can either take this port out and plug it into the side right there, which is a lot more solid. Or you could take this clip, plug it in right there, which will free up his arm articulation, but it doesn't look as good or as solid. So take your pick. I'm just going to leave it like that for the time being, because I already have him there. And let's get him into shot with Star Saber. So they actually look really, really good together. I personally like Star Saber as a figure better than Victory Leo, but that's always going to be the case because of how they combine. Speaking of how they combine, let's get them back into vehicle mode, and I'll show you how to get them into Victory Saber forms, robot and vehicle. So we'll go ahead and stop. They'll be back in vehicle mode here in a second. So now we got Star Saber back in his vehicle mode. Now I got to get Victory Leo to his. So to do that, we're going to fold this piece back down. We're going to fold in his feet. We're going to close all this up. And the best way to do this is when you get to about here, push the peg in to line it up. And then do that. Fold out these pieces. Turn the guns around. Then open this piece up. Fold out these wings. And then there's these tabs right here that are going to connect to the wings, and then just fold up the foot. There's that, and you're going to take the V-Lock cannon and connect it together, and there you have Victory Leo's flight mode. which this was never designed for the original toy. They just put it in the animation after playing with the toy. So it's kind of like a derp mode, but... Oh, and you also got to fold up the lion head. Excuse me. But you could do it, and now it's kind of an official mode, so you can do it. But now to combine them, I'm going to take the V-Lock cannon off, push the head back, push that piece in, open the legs up, and fold these pieces in. Now we're going to make sure his landing gear are folded out to make this a lot easier. Disconnect this piece. Take these slots, which will slide up with these grooves here. Push them in, and then click them in, and then push Star Saber's legs in, which will lock it all into place. Clip that piece on, and there you go. There's a couple other things you could do if you want to, like you can listen to your dog bark. Hi, buddy. If you wanted to, I think you can push that piece down and connect the V-Lock cannon here to kind of emulate that, but it doesn't really work. So what you're supposed to do is disconnect the shield, or connect the shield rather, onto the back like this. Take the V-Lock cannon, you could plug that in here. Take his little gun, you could plug that in there. And then boom, you have Victory Saber fully vehicle mode transformed. He looks great. You could also take the stand, which was a tier unlock. Take this piece, plug it in down there, which admittedly is a bit of a pain in the ass to do, and plug it into the stand, and make him look epic on his stand. He looks so good in this mode, and it just works. It works very well. I quite like it. I quite like this mode. What mode I like better, however, is Victory Saber himself in his combined Super Robot mode. So, let's go ahead and get him there. We're going to disconnect everything. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get Star Saber back into his robot mode. I'm just going to do that very quickly because I've already shown you how to do it. Shouldn't take me too long. Also trying not to roughhouse it too much, but you know, that's just how things go. Yep. I could also just cut this, but why would I do that? That would be the smart YouTuber thing to do. And I don't do smart YouTuber things because I'm not a big YouTuber. But anyway. Sorry, we're almost there. Dun. So you guys ready for Christmas? Can't believe it's 6 days away. It's crazy, right? Yeah, I'm recording this on December 19th, so Christmas is right around the corner. It's insane to me. But, you know. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you guys have a great holiday. And, whatever you celebrate, I hope you guys have a fantastic time. Because I'm going to try to. My roommate's laughing in the background like a moron. But I hope she sees this. Anyway. Oh, come on. Cooperate with me, Star Saber. Thank you. Yeah, we're almost... See? I told you, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're making progress. Perfect. All right, let's battle him up. All right. So we got Star Saber mostly ready to go. The one thing you have to do with him is fold his feet up. And now he's all ready to become Victory Saber. Victory Leo. I'm going to go ahead and separate that of him. Disconnect all of this. Open this piece up. See, this is going to be a left foot, so we're going to fold that in. And close all this up like so. And make sure this clip is plugged in. My dog is having a grand old time over there. Do the same thing on this side. This one's going to be the right leg. Right foot, rather. This one does not want to connect today. Hi, buddy. He doesn't understand that I'm busy. But anyway, take these feet, plug them into the bottom of Star Saber's feet. Hey, buddy. Go lay down. Come on, we'll play a little bit. Come on, stop. We're playing a bit. So, take this guy. Make sure his head's back here. Get these guns up. Fold this piece out. Then plug this in to the back of Star Saber. Plug all that in and just close these up to connect back there. And there you go. Victory Saber. And he does get pretty tall, so I'm going to put my stand on a stand. And he looks fantastic in this mode. This is the highlight mode of this whole set for me, personally. And he looks amazing. This figure turned out incredibly well. The articulation's all the same because it's Star Saber's articulation. So I'm not going to go over that. But I will go over what you could do with him still. So what I personally like to do, how I like to set him up, is I take the V-Lock cannon. And this piece is going to come out like that. Straight out. Take the arm out. Clip that piece in there. Push the handle in the gun and fold that up. There you have the V-Lock cannon. Get these guys turned. Put him out of the way. Give him his sword. And then I like to take the shield. Make sure that's all like that. I take the gun. I can slide the gun in there. Clip that into his arm. And so he's kind of got everything holded because I prefer him holding the sword to the gun. But he's got the big gun anyway, so he doesn't need the little gun. And then I just kind of get him in a pose to where it looks like he's taking off. Then you get the stand here. Slide the stand out. Slide it in. Over here. To put him down for a second. Put that down. You can connect it right there, but it's not really going to fit. So I put it upside down. Just leave it right there. And plug this into the back of him. And there we go. We got Victory Saber in a flying pose, being the most awesome looking Transformer ever. And man, whoo. I am so happy that this figure exists. I am so happy that it turned out as well as it did. I honestly think this is one of the only times a mainline figure has more to offer you than the Masterpiece one, because the Masterpiece one's great, but it doesn't have Victory Leo. This is the complete Star Saber experience, because you have Star Saber, you have Saber, you have the vehicle mode, you have the super vehicle mode, you have the base mode, you have Victory Leo, you have Victory Leo's Lion mode, Victory Leo's spaceship mode, combined vehicle mode, combined robot mode. You have everything you need in a Star Saber experience, except Deathsaurus, who is on his way out now because he was the next Haslab and he got funded. So this is the complete Star Saber experience. If you didn't back him, good luck trying to find him, because he is already going for insane prices on the aftermarket. I would say if you could find him for like the 250, 300 range, you're getting your money's worth. He does a lot, and he feels there have been some QC issues with him. I don't really have, I have like one paint chip issue. Other than that, I don't really have any issues with mine. I don't have any loose joint issues. I don't have any breakage issues. I've got nothing. I don't have any of those issues. I got lucky, I guess. But this was my favorite figure that I've gotten this year. And I'm really happy I have him. And this is definitely, since mainline, I say mainline, basically this is probably my favorite generation figure ever. Ever. Like, I think this is probably more worth your money than the Masterpiece Star Saber is, honestly. Because it has Victory Leo. If it didn't have Victory Leo, I'd still say the Masterpiece is probably better than the Star Saber. But because this has everything, this is the complete, most bang for your buck Star Saber experience you can get. If you're a Star Saber fan, you should have backed it. If you hadn't, I hope you can get it for a reasonable price, because it's very, very good. I unfortunately was not able to back Deathsaurus, but I did pre-order him on TF Source, so I'm going to still hopefully be getting him. I will review him when he comes out. I just didn't have the money to back him. But I'm going to still try to get him. Hopefully I can do that. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it was a long one. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you guys celebrate. And I don't know if I'm going to do another figure review this year. This may be my last one. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. If it is, I'll see you guys next year with more, hopefully. Until then, take care.